As many of you may know, I do some tricklining on the side. I get told I am really good at it, and I think to myself, I'm pretty damn shit. But either way, you clicked on this video because you want to know how to get better at tricklining. But do you really want to know the secret? Yeah! Are you sure you want to know the secret? Yeah! Are you sure you're sure? Yeah! Okay then, here's the secret. Comp. What? Comp. Excuse me? Comp. Can you say that again? Comp. One more time. Comp. Okay, but can you say it in reverse? Yeah, I still don't understand. Why is there background music even playing? Comp. But in all seriousness, the secret to tricklining really is comp. Like, no one has really spoken about it, no one's really talked about it before. It's just been told outside of, like, you know, the main videos. I've spoken to Rainy and Prototype in the past. I've recently spoken to Sorable in the past about it. And they all agree that comp does help with tricklining. Now, I know there's kind of like a war between comp and tricklining. And it's 2016, I don't even know why there's still a war. It's a game. No one's really playing this game. It's really dead, you know, people keep saying it's dead. You know, it's kind of alive, kind of not, but still, you gotta stop hating on what people like to do in this game. It's just really stupid. So the whole idea about comp improving your tricklining skills all comes down to, like, muscle memory and such. Like, you need to learn tricks, you need to learn new tricks, and comp does help with that. If you want to get better at tricklining, try some ghost reavering, learn new flip tricks, learn all the tricks that you can do just on flat ground. It will help. There's also a flow to Skate 3, and with comp, there comes a flow. So if you learn the flow through comp, you can translate it into tricklining. Now, I'm not saying that if you hold 13 world records on Skate 3, that does not make you the best trickliner, because there is some trickline sense to it. But if you do have skills in comp and you know how Skate 3 works, you will have a better chance than any other person just trying to pick up the game. A great example was DZY. When he joined the scene, he blew everyone's minds away, and he originally joined for competitive, and he just decided, hey, I can also trickline thanks to comp skills, which I'm assuming, but that was a great example, and that's what Rainy also tried to do. Rainy tried to be a comp player and a trickliner at the same time, yet he preferred to do tricklining because he was better at it, even though he wanted to be better at comp. Either way, my main issue was this. I get asked multiple times on Xbox, am I a good trickliner? Can you watch me? Do you think I'm great? I can't tell you that, because I don't think I can actually tell you that. I don't want to be the person to be like, no, you're bad, no, you can't do this. I don't want to be that person. I want you to learn from yourself, because no one told me what to do in tricklining. I just watched. Like, that's another key point, is watch people. Copy what a person does. Even though it's like copying a line, learn how they did it. That's how Prototype did it, even though he got tons of shit for it. He copied one of Trix's lines, but he learned how to fucking do some tricks that, you know, no one else knew how to do besides Trix. So if you copy down someone's line that you think that is amazing, copy it down, learn those trick lines, apply them into your own trick line, you know, those maneuvers or whatever, and yeah, you practically already are a great trickliner than you were before if you learn from other people. Now, I'm not saying that completely steal their line. I'm just trying to say learn what they actually did in their line so you can apply. Now that's off the table. I want to get to some pet peeves about tricklining. So the background, I want to give some example trick lines about the pet peeves that I really don't like, and they really don't reach my standards, so I'm just going to just show you the clip anyways. But the number one thing are lines. People try to be amazing with lines and such, but they're usually just flat. Like, there's no drop off, there's no nothing. You need to have something in that line to make it better than it actually could be. Even though you did the right moves in the right places, it's just that the line just sometimes doesn't, you know, make the trick line great. You have to add the tricks with what comes in the line. So just doing tricks, flat ground, cool, but that doesn't make the trick line any special. No complies, no complies, no complies. Please use them. I've seen many people just do a line that could add a no comply, but just don't. It's just really hard to just see a line just be just done with 360s and, you know, seat belts. Add a no comply, add more flips, just use them. Please, for the love of God. Adding another flip doesn't hurt the trick line. Instead, it actually helps it. Ain't this a pity watching your pretty smile so warm? Another thing is that people like to abuse off-board actions a lot. Like right here, you get off the board, You take forever trying to run to do another cannonball speed glitch just to get your line going again. Like, why you do that? It just ruins the flow of the trick line. Like, you take one step and you go. If not, just make sure you have enough speed to where you're not absolutely stopped and continue the trick line. This one's brought to you by my fellow yams. Even though this trick line's a year old, this is what I still see sometimes when I do watch trick lines by some people, is that when they get off their board, they do a cannonball. Even though they had plenty of speed to do another no comply, like please use your no complies, but when they do the cannonball, they get the same exact speed. The speed does not change. It's like that cannonball was just there to just keep you going with the same speed. The whole idea with the cannonball is that you're supposed to go faster, so why don't you? Okay, this one was probably, not so bad like 2 years ago, but, now tricklining standards have gone up, like, a lot. So the standard for ending a clip is usually, 2 reverts to do a final flip, because, everyone has to do that final flip. But some people just keep reverting and reverting and reverting to lose their speed, so they can do the final flip. But that's just not the case anymore. You have to, somehow slow yourself down to do that final flip. And the solution is no complies. Yes, again, no complies do solve a lot of issues with tricklining, so they are very essential. Depending on what kind of line you have to do, sometimes you don't have to do a final flip, you can just end it, whatever. But when you do the final flip, just make sure you end correctly. Overall, this is what I think that a lot of people do in tricklining that I don't like, which I think they can improve on if they just don't do this. But the bottom line is that you don't have to be completely perfect at comp. You can be 3-trick status, you don't have to be 4-popping, 5-popping, or whatever. If you just get 3-tricking down, you'll eventually get the flow of it. So right now you can see me, Kenny, playing in the background. I'm just doing 3 tricks because, that's the best I can do, and I want to improve myself on comp because, I find that the hardest thing in Skate 3 for me. But play comp. Just do it so you can get the flow of tricklining, and you'll be a lot better than you were before. Sometimes taking a break from tricklining is also helps. Prototype has many times said that, breaks do help when you want to, get better at tricklining. Also, I kind of want to make this video because when I was on Xbox, many kids think I just trickline all day, every day. And when I move it to a comp place, they are like, what? Cypher's comps? What is that? Why you keep doing that? Why don't you trickline for us? I want a comp because I want to get better at comp because I find that comp is hard to do for me. And it keeps me playing the game. So as long as I keep playing the game, there's my excuse for playing comp. So thank you guys for listening. Have a nice day. #180skill.